Hold on. Isn't that weird? Y'all, someone deleted it, but it's on YouTube. So let me go to YouTube and do the audio that way. A bit more on target, which is nice. A little bit too gothy for me, but still cute. Here's these. Got one more subscriber, so welcome. And these. Well, look at this. This is interesting. And my views are up. I made more videos than this, y'all. That's what's so strange. They always count fewer videos than I actually make, which makes me nervous. Nice viewage. I mean, you know, for me, higher viewage. That's cute that they like the makeup videos. And 9 comments that I haven't. I think those are all me. And I can't really see any comments right now, even though I have it turned on for my thing. Okay, so back to the video. If you go here, you can see some of my private videos. Okay. So I was watching this video and my stalker seems to be obsessed because this is what I saw when I was doing my thing here. It's really weird. But I think that phone number's been turned off for everybody, hopefully. So he's obsessed with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. And these are all advertisements for these people, so I'm not trying to show their shorts too much. And animal cruelty. And Taylor Swift. And I mean, this is all my feed is now. It's really funny. And Olivia Rodrigo is very attractive. And Taylor Swift again. And that one pops up a lot, y'all. I think you might be saying he's irritated. It looks almost exactly like my downstairs neighbor, which is weird. Zendaya. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Oh, that's the guy from Get Out. And then animal cruelty. Yeah. More animal cruelty. And these guys, she's obsessed with these guys. Oh, well, okay. He's very handsome. She's very beautiful and very handsome, very beautiful. And I don't really know them at all. But but this stalker guy is obsessed with them. They seem like extremely nice people I would be friends with, but he's still obsessed with them. So I thought I would say something just because I feel like at some point I might pop off and say, you know, oh, not another Leonardo DiCaprio or Margaret Robbie or Jennifer Aniston, when really probably nobody else but me gets spammed by him, but I get spammed by him 24/7, and I would hate to say that out loud and not have y'all understand contextually where the irritation comes from. In soccer, he's very into soccer, which is fine. I guess he's getting his teeth worked on because there's a lot of teeth videos, which is nice because he needs to get his teeth fixed. It's probably really painful for him. And I don't know what all this is. Y'all, this isn't the same thing I was watching. Isn't that weird? But anyway, he's very into Taylor Swift. Very into Leonardo DiCaprio, especially as a child, which is kind of creepy. It's really upsetting, though. Everybody gets spammed with Miley Cyrus these days. And Kendall Jenner. He's very obsessed with Kendall Jenner. And he has been for years, y'all. Timothy Chalamet, what is his name? Chalamet. Oh my gosh. Animal cruelty, don't watch the animals that pop up here. Selena Gomez, he's very into. Britney Spears, Jenna Ortega. I don't know, I'm kind of worried about how into these guys he is, actually. There's supposed to be someone around here in the apartment complex that's related to one of these people. Okay, and then this guy, if you look at the Cinephile 4748 website, because this guy popped up a lot, y'all. I mean, a lot. And this is recently, okay? Because a few years ago, I played a game with somebody that kind of knew him, and I hadn't really known Leonardo DiCaprio at all. I mean, I don't know. He's the kind of guy that disappears into most of his movies, and I hadn't really paid attention to the actual person. So I looked him up way back then, right? And way back then, this guy, this cinephile guy, was so creepy that I noticed him right away. I don't know if you can see his website. It should show you somewhere in here. Right there, this guy. And he's so creepy that the actor himself seems to notice him. And so I just thought I'd mention it just in case he hasn't noticed him, because he's creepy. Not Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, he's a wonderful person, but the guy that runs this website is a little creepy. And I mean, it seems to make him uncomfortable. And this guy is very into this website, my stalker. And stalkers that are obsessed with celebrities are supposed to be notoriously kind of unstable. And so I just thought I'd mention it because it's kind of creepy. I'm sure he's just a sweetheart. This guy, this website, creepy. So that's why I'm like, guys, you should pay attention to that, because the stalker is obsessed with him. That dancing dad, I've seen him a couple times. Some of these might be me. That guy's not me. The pool filter is probably me. There she is again. He's really into her, guys. And weddings. And this guy. And this lady. Very into them. This website also pops up on my feed a lot. This might seem very boring for you, but just in case this guy actually kills me, I want to make sure people know that he's very into like animal cruelty and Leonardo DiCaprio, because it's kind of scary. Okay, now this little girl here, you have to understand my life, okay? My kids are in their 20s now. They're real sweet, and I love them to death. They don't talk to me right now, but they're happy and healthy and living in the world. Okay, this little girl was on my feed a lot, y'all. Let's see where she pops up. Animal cruelty is also something he shows, and couples. And these guys. It's really upsetting. And my apologies to anyone shown in these videos, because I know it's probably not what they want for themselves. He's very into Tom Holland. Okay, now, that little girl, which you can tell I can't even bear to like look at it for very long, because it's so upsetting to me that he's putting these on my feed. But he does put her on my feed, so I'm going to try to catch her real quick. Okay, this little girl is the spinning image of my eldest daughter. And she is this website here, whatever, I can't read it on this thing, but the short website on the left, the bottom left, is filled with pictures of her. Okay, so when I first met this guy, I'm now old, and I was younger then. So my kids were, I guess I was 30 when I met him, and he was 18. Is that right? Yeah. So I was 30 and he was 18. And I had a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. And he had like a 4-year-old or something. And my a girl that was born a girl and stayed a girl her whole life, okay? And both of my kids were born girls and stayed their whole lives. And their things are what he's stolen and imitated in his apartment, my daughter's things from this time period. And this is the spitting image of my daughter, okay? And this is how I used to dress them. I had one daughter that always wore yellow and pink, and one daughter that always wore pink and purple, or yellow and purple, depending. And so this little girl spams me a lot. And it's not from me, y'all. It's from him, because I normally don't look at pictures like this. And this particular one is kind of interesting because the little toddler runs past the grandma to hug the grandpa, right? Which is weird because he knows both my kids don't talk to me today. So this used to show up on my feed all of the time. And so I couldn't figure out why, because I never watched it before. And I had watched it, but evidently he cut that off of this video, which is interesting, as well as taking out the sound, which you can do in Filmora. So he's very into Tom Holland and Zendaya, very, very into them. And see, there's the grandma. And I don't know, he's very into security videos and Billie Eilish. I've never actually listened to myself, but I bet she's great. Animal cruelty. He's into stuff like this. I mean, it's scary, y'all. This is just because, remember, I wasn't on my internet yesterday because I was cleaning and I was working on my videos, and I had it on airplane mode. So I was mostly trying to not go through my shorts and everything. So this is all the stalker. Like Taylor Swift again. Taylor Swift again. Ariana Grande. And Ariana Grande I have a huge respect for as a person, and I really liked her in Don't Look Up, but I haven't ever heard her music very much. I do think she's very beautiful. She almost looks like she's pregnant in that picture. I wish her all the best. There's Emma Stone. Emma Stone and Margot Robbie are a huge fixture of this guy. Now, I do have Pinterest that I'll show you. Pinterest, where I think that's Taylor Swift, I'm not sure. But he likes Taylor Swift looking people. So, I have a Pinterest where I have lots of Emma Stone on there because she's a redhead, and I like the way that she cuts her hair. So I used to have a bunch of cosmetology pictures, and she was on there a lot. But I don't really watch Emma Stone shorts very much. So that's mostly the stalker. But the weird thing about this guy is, like I told you, he's a Jekyll and Hyde personality. So he tends to try to look at things that he thinks I would also like, which is kind of creepy. No. He watches a lot of animal cruelty things, though. Like animals getting rescued from just horrible situations where you're almost sure that if you watched it backwards, it would be the person putting it in the horrible situation. He watches a lot of those. Those two again. I don't know why he likes... Okay, no. I mean, it's upsetting, y'all, what he does to my feed. And then it takes me days to try to figure out the algorithm. So there he is again. So then I have to go back through, and I almost have to unlike these people, even though I would normally... This girl, I always think of Tom Cruise when I see her, but I would always unlike these things, you know? And see, I used to get accused... I mean, people used to come to me and they'd be like, oh my God, you're so obsessed with this. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. I mean, Tom Cruise is my age. I've always thought that we would get along if we were friends or whatever, but I'm not really obsessed with him. Like I would love to talk to him on Reddit, you know, or whatever. Any of these people on Reddit. but I think of them as my peers. I don't think of them as like anything special. I mean, they have faults and needs and problems and like annoying habits, just like everybody does. Okay. But this guy is obsessed with them. There's a difference, you know? And just the combination with the people, the celebrities and the animal cruelty is just really upsetting me right now. Since, I mean, I've been dealing with Norbert and trying to get Norbert better. It's just definitely on my mind. Okay, so here's me, and I'm trying to explain that to you, I think. See if I can read lips here. It's an early morning video. So, let's see. Okay, so anyway, I was just trying to tell you. Look at that, y'all. That's weird. What is that? Oh, that's the thumbnail. God. So I'm not used to my new thumbnail yet. It scares the crap out of me. So, okay, so, I was just saying, that is so weird, y'all. I'm going to put this on pause because I'm wearing my sleepers in that video. I was just so upset that I felt like I need to make a thing real quick. So let's look at it today and see if it's any different.
Can your fire department do this?
I'm going to turn down the audio there. And I'm not even sure I can show you all these, so I'm just going to go through them real quick so you can see more stars. And remember, the stalker's boyfriend, husband person looks just like this guy, the guy that's announcing. And they were not very nice to him at that show. I'm not sure what was going on there. I don't think he had a lot of notice. I'm not sure he did a really great job. But anyway, it's very interesting to watch. And I love watching the clothes because I love those evening gowns. So if you look up here, you can see animal cruelty, Jenna Ortega. The skiing stuff is probably my stuff. Cooking. The guy likes to cook. Commitment, more animal cruelty. Cruelty. It's just really strange. Look, see? See? That's what I mean by him being creepy, y'all. This is creepy, creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. Taylor Swift. It's just, and maybe everybody's looks like this because she is very popular. But I'm just saying, it's like, and people my age too, which is really weird because I'm not looking at people my age. I mean, older than me usually, actually, but still. He's very into Christina Applegate. Very into her. And it's just really interesting. And so I just thought I'd say, because, I have a voice that gets to lots of people. I mean, more people than I could talk to by myself. And I actually like this guy, this Steele. It's so funny. I hope nothing bad happens to him. But he's a sweetie. And my kids did horses. Love him always. And I don't know. There's just a bunch of stuff here that's not from me. Like all of these things. And the cooking. It's just very interesting. Like, I've had those things, but... And more. And he's very into Patrick Mahomes, who's from here. From this area. So that... And there's more Taylor Swift, y'all. And no. Oh, and this guy. Harry Styles. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, see, and nasty stuff. I mean, it's like I'm getting tortured, y'all. And I like Jenna Ortega, but I'm not going to look a month from now. It's going to be so funny. And there they are again. I don't know what's up with it, y'all. It's one of my favorite dresses that she's ever worn, but I just don't know what's up with this whole thing. It's really sad. Isn't that weird? I don't know what's wrong with these people, y'all. This little girl, I was watching her because I was making my death video. And I was like, I don't know. But she seems to have such a great time, and she has all her safety features on. And she doesn't seem to do it when she's real tired or anything. And sometimes I'm not even sure it's her doing it. It could be like a 5-year-old boy or something. But, I mean, there's some things I would change about this whole situation for sure. Cute clothes, though. I mean, I dressed my kids. Oh my God, Dell. Just the same. So, decked them out completely. But I would never, ever, ever make them exercise if they were. They're just so funny. Anyway, you see how I get tortured by people. You see how it turns off the light and then turns it back on again? Like right now, y'all can't see me at all. Isn't that funny? And it's the brightness is all the way up. I don't know. It seems like if I move it up and down, there. I don't know, y'all. So anyway, I just walked to Walgreens. It's a beautiful night. It's like a winter crisp night. I'm wearing my velour shorts because I'm used to the, like I told you, I don't mind cold weather. Got my velour shorts on and a black thermal top. And I got these Velour Bike shorts from Walmart. And y'all, they are so nice. I have some I wear for sleeping. I have some I wear for going out, and they're super warm. And if you wear them with tights, they look real cute. So, anyway. It's so funny how they make me look like a bald man. We know he likes that. So, let's see. It's very difficult. I mean, she likes that, I guess I should say. I will never get this right, y'all. It's totally an accident. I'm sorry. I have to. The internet is actually making me be polite to my stalker. That is crazy. But insulting him on purpose is not beneficial to the situation. Do you see? So it's not that I want to be nice to him. That's so funny. I have hair there, y'all. It's not that I want to be nice to him. It's not that. It's just if he were another person who is the gender that he was born, then I wouldn't have. Oh my God. If she were another person that was the gender that she was born, then I wouldn't have any trouble with her pronouns. Does that make sense? They would naturally come out of my mouth the right way. So I'm frustrated with myself for having trouble because it seems very simple. And I can translate languages on the fly, y'all. But for some reason, I just stick at this one. That had reminded me of something. What was I going to say? I don't know. Dang it. It was a good point. But I was just going to say that I have my blood sugars a little off right now because I do intermittent fasting. So I eat once a day. And y'all, this is no matter what weight I am. I have always pretty much enjoyed eating once a day. So I eat kind of in a 4 or 5 hour range. And usually it's between, well, maybe like a 6 hour range. I eat between like 2 and 6 p.m. usually. Sometimes between 10:30 and 4. And when they were stealing my DoorDash, it would be so funny because I would get like this, like people would start walking by my window and stuff if I didn't order food, or if I ordered it too early, there would be like this energy of disappointment and stuff. And I don't really try to make people happy with me all the time, so it's fine. But anyway, I went ahead and I ordered cheese sticks, I guess, at like, must have been about 2:30 p.m. But because they're just carbs and protein, it kind of makes your blood sugar go way up and then way down again. And they brought me real Pepsi instead of Diet Pepsi. And so that also made blood sugar do crazy things. I never drink regular soda. So, and usually even my diet soda, I cut it with club soda because I just like to do that. It's like a drinking habit. I'm always mixing my drinks. So, anyway, what else was I going to say? Oh, about the guy. So about the woman. So the woman is very excited about something. But remember, she's obsessive and she's really unstable. So I kind of get this energy that she's going to ruin what she's got going on right now, because she's just like blasting me with say yes to the dress and wedding rings and um, all kinds of things, y'all. It's weird. And I'm worried that because I don't know what's going to happen if that falls through for her, considering one of them lives right below me and one of them lives over there. So 2 doors down this way. It's really hard to say. Because, see, I never ask about anybody. So I don't know when people leave or stay or come and go unless I'm told that they're gone or here. I don't know. Sometimes my apartment will fill up with roaches, and that happened 2 days ago. And I think that's because they're in. It's not because of the people being dirty, y'all. It's an oldish building, and it's Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches has a climate that's not like your climate, I can promise you, okay? It's like living in a greenhouse, but it's perfect weather all the time. But it's like living in an actual greenhouse because there's like fertilizer in the air here, okay? Everything grows here. You could take like a pretzel and drop it on the ground and it would grow into something. It's crazy. And magnolia trees here get to be like 30 feet tall. And what else is impressive? Oh, crepe myrtles, y'all. Crepe myrtles look like oak trees here. I mean, they grow so big that you would actually swear you're looking at some kind of like weird flowering oak tree, like a real old oak tree, like a 50, 70-year-old oak tree. But it's just a crepe myrtle tree that someone stuck in the ground somewhere and just took off. And now it's like 40, 50, 100 feet tall. So the point of all that is with that comes bugs. Now, you don't really have to have bugs in your apartment in Nacogdoches, but there are always going to be a couple, I would say, like maybe 2 or 3. Not if you see 5, you have a problem, like an infestation. But 2 or 3 is pretty normal, I guess, every once in a while. So when people, but when they live in the apartments, they live in the wall, right, or in the pipes or wherever. So they're usually pretty static. In other words, you don't see them. But when people move out, you see a ton of them because the first thing they do is bomb. Before they clean, they bomb, and then after they clean, they bomb again. So those roaches go out in concentric circles to all the other apartments. And you can tell because where I live, people don't move very much, right? And a lot of the people that have never moved, partly because of them stalking me and me, bringing attention to it and them having to move, and partly because of just time. I've lived here for 7 years, so there's been some turnover. And in apartments, if you rent for a really long time, I had reasons for renting a long time, but if you rent for a long time, it's really kind of like throwing money away. And so most people will move on to some other housing situation. Either they find someone to live with, or they get married, they get divorced, they decide to buy a house, they rent a house, things change. So anyway, that's been happening. So regularly I wake up and it's like roaches everywhere, which is so funny. And I'll have to kill them all in my apartment. And that's usually a sign that someone's moved. So then I would usually talk to the office and be like, hey, did somebody move? Because it's like the weirdest thing. And they'll be like, oh yeah, so-and-so is gone. So that happened a couple of days ago, which is interesting. So these guys next door, the scooter people and the knacker people, changed somehow. I don't know if they had a roommate move in or someone move out, but something's different there. And downstairs also there's been a lot of noise, which is exciting. I like turnover. And I'm fixing to take everything in my apartment and put it outside and clean, so that at least, partially, like all the way over against the wall here by the door, I clean. And that should be really scary and fun. And Anyway, I don't know what the heck you're thinking. Oh, so one of the stalkers, remember my drawing of the apartments and the staircases, the mason jar? So the guy downstairs from me seems to maybe have had a change of some sort. I don't know if he's moved or what. But I wish him all the best wherever he goes, because when I first met him, before he got involved with these other crazy people, with other people with mental illness, I should say, he was really nice. So, but then he had a dog and he wasn't very nice to his dog, and all these other things happened. And I tend to stop liking people at that point. So, but still, I always wish people well when they leave, because I think growing and changing is part of life. And I don't think, like I said, people that don't ever move their furniture make me nervous. People that don't ever move their furniture make me nervous, and people that don't ever change things about their lives, I mean, I envy them. Probably like 20% of me envies them, but 80% of me just itches to go in there and like push furniture around and stuff. So I like people that make changes in life. But anyway, I wish you all the best. I hope you're doing well, and I will see if this makes any sense, and then I'll post it. Thanks. Bye.